Good afternoon, Stitch Roadies. How are you doing? Well, it is a glorious day in the neighborhood. Absolutely not a cloud in the sky, and the sun is out. All my solar lights are being filled, and so hopefully they'll light up tonight. G's out hiking, taking advantage, and I have been busy packing because tomorrow I leave for Autumn Abundance at the Attic Needlework in Mesa, Arizona. I am very excited, very excited. The guest designers are Beth Twist, she my girl, and Teresa Kogut, there's the other girlfriend. And so it's going to be nothing but a great time. I'm looking forward to total relaxation, possibly, possibly some haul. I don't think I'll buy anything though. Oh, did I snort? Yeah. So I just am really looking forward to it all. I'm packing, getting ready, most excited about a punch needle class that was an alternate class that you could sign up for with Teresa Kogut. And I bought this punch needle set, the Ultra Punch, at Quilt Market. Gosh, it's got to be 5 years ago or more, and have yet to, look at it, says 2018, have yet to even break open the package, and so I am looking forward to that. I love the look of punch needle. I just have never, I had high hopes. That's why I bought the tool. I remember I was at a quilt show with my quilt group, the Fabric Stalkers, and several of them kind of fell down the punch needle hole, which was quite funny that now here I am years later going to do the same thing. Anyway, the trees are glorious, every shade of red, orange, and yellow that you could imagine. I mean, the thread colors that we could put together for this. And last week, okay, let me start back. So it's been about 9 days, and so I saw you all before Halloween. I was kind of stressed out Halloween night because I am really about Halloween. I love Halloween. I love seeing all the children. You like to talk to them. You don't just get to get a piece of candy from me. You get to get a compliment and talk, and I talk to the parents, I talk to the kids. It's just such a fun little holiday for children and teenagers. And so I had a lot of candy ready, and I'm used to kids start showing up at 4 o'clock. School gets out, and then they get home, they get their outfits on and stuff, and they start coming at, just around 4 o'clock. Zero kids. And it had been raining. And I thought, no, we're talking about Oregon kids. They don't care about rain. Nothing's going to keep them from getting some candy. And so I was a little bit concerned. 5 o'clock, I started getting very concerned. 5:30, I warned G that if I did not have a trick-or-treater, I was not going to be a happy camper. And his response to me was, you do this every year. Every year you worry you're not going to get enough kids. And every year you get enough kids. And I said, yeah, but it's 5:30. Where are they? It's pouring rain. And so I texted my son, who lives on the next mountain over there. And I said, "Are you getting any kids?" And he said, "No, it's raining." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so upset. It'll be the most depressing Halloween ever." And I only like dark chocolate. You know, all that milk chocolate candy bars are, I don't like them. So what I'm gonna take to have to take them to Acorns and Threads. Well, 6 o'clock rolled around, and I was like, oh. I even turned a chair around in the living room so I could look out the front window. And suddenly I thought I heard voices, and I said, "Oh, maybe someone's coming." And so I have like my face pressed against the window. And at 6:30, like the floodgates opened, and there was one group of kids after another. It was so fun. And one little girl with her mom, she tried to put candy from her bag into my bag, and her mom's going, "No, no, honey, you get the candy." She was going to give me candy. It was so sweet. And the costumes were extraordinary, which every year it's interesting what is popular. And you know, my oldest grandson dressed up as a pickle. I know, it's so funny. Yeah. And then I had a Minecraft grandson, and I had a T-Rex grandson. So, and they all had a good time. Yeah, so that was Halloween. We also, I'm sure that in between then and now, we had a Zoom meetup with Acorns and Threads Zoom group that Margaret is the moderator of, and that's always a good time for me because I get to sit around, you know, in my casual lounging clothes, working on my cross stitch, listening to everybody jaw jack about their cross stitch, and it's people from all over the world and the United States, and it's fun to hear what's like going on in your neck of the woods as compared to ours. And so I enjoyed that. And then let's see, we had a trying to keep track, trying to figure out where I was on any given day, which is hard for me. Let's see. Oh, we met up at Acorns and Threads to help Beth of Heartstring Samplery kit up her Jingle Ball kits. And so there was a handful of us that we spread out on all the tables, and we each had a task to do to pack the box for those of you who ordered kits. And it made me all excited about the Jingle Ball. I can't wait to get the ornament book. That's the thing I really, really want. But it's it was just interesting to look at from a designer's perspective how they think the kit should go together, what they designed, what you need, and how they package it all. It's a job. I mean, thank goodness we met and helped her out, because she'd have been doing it for days. It was quite a job. And then, let's see. Oh, I found out that I was able to go to Sampler Symposium in January of 2025, and I'm very excited about that. And it will be so fun to meet up with everybody. Yeah, so I've already made my plane reservations. Sarah, who works at Acorns and Threads, she made our room reservations, and also we're going to meet up with the Comfort Stitcher. And so it is going to be nothing but a good time. It's interesting to me to acknowledge in my own cross-stitch world that the samplers are starting to call to me. I never really have been a sampler person, but I think it was, it actually, when I started watching the Comfort Stitcher, and the way she was talking about her Bridget sampler, it made me look at all samplers kind of like, wow, you know, her challenge of trying to find the history, and it just totally engaged. And after all, I needed another thing to occupy my mind with. So I I was really excited to find out that I did indeed make it, because it's such, you know, you don't know if you're going to, because everybody presses the button at the same time. It just, however, your little internet mouse runs to the attic's modem, depends on if you get in or not. But if you are interested, put yourself on the wait list, because I'm here to tell you, there are always last-minute cancellations or that kind of thing that happens. Life changes, and so there still might be an opportunity for you to get in. What else? So I found that out. Then Sunday, we had Mountain Stitchers. And Mountain Stitchers is a local local stitch group, and by local I mean it's a broad area. It's not just like where I'm at or where Acorns and Threads is at. It's a broad area. There's many communities that make up the greater Portland, Oregon area. And so people come from all over for Mountain Stitchers, and it's held in Sandy, Oregon, which is about, it's not even 20 minutes, I think, from me, unless there's a big traffic jam in Boring. Yeah, there is a town called Boring, Oregon. But it's only about 20 minutes from me. And it was organized originally by Beth Twist, Heartstring Samplery, and we meet at her church. Once the services are over, we meet in the afternoon for stitching. And it is a very comfortable, nice, supportive group. This time, usually we have, you know, there's a little group of us that have lunch beforehand. And so this time it was Sarah, who works at Acorns and Threads, Cheryl, stitching with the Sisterlies, and myself, who went to the food carts in Sandy and actually had Thai food, and it was delish. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm excited to have discovered that because not enjoying the subway and the, you know, it's hard for me to eat at some of the restaurants because they don't have an offering for someone who eats like I do. So going to the food carts where everybody can kind of choose what they want is awesome. And it was a lovely day for it. It wasn't raining, you know. So we had a great time stitching, and while we were there, Wendy, who is part of the group, she makes bags by Wendy, and I'll try to find that link and put it in the drop-down box. But she gave each one of us this sweet little bag. I do not have one that is this size. I have one of her project bags because I like it's kind of interesting. Each bag maker has their own style, you know, and her bag that I got is more rectangular tall. It's more tall and not as wide, but it stands up really nice. And so she gave us this lovely, lovely bag. And just look, I think my punch needle tool will fit in this bag absolutely perfectly. And yeah, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to take that with me. I don't know if I showed you this. Beth Twist's husband has a mill on their property, and he does a lot of woodworking. He does products for the attic or Acorns and Threads, and he made these rulers with inlaid mother of pearl. Isn't that the sweetest thing? It's going to look awesome sitting in my case. Oh, and by the way, I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Yeah, I did. That case that I ordered from Hobby House. Well, I talked to the gal today, and I told her I can I send it back and exchange it for something else? She was so nice. She said, yes, so I just am going to be sending it back. And I was looking with her on their website at different needlework cases, and I actually saw a wood product that I kind of liked a lot. So, yeah. Be doing that when I get back from the attic. I'll be doing that when I get back. Yeah. Okay. I have been doing the one thread with the Prairie Schooler Santa. And I am taking my Prairie Schooler Santa with me as my airplane stitch. And the reason being is that it's so compact, because I carry a backpack. I am my mother's daughter. And this this little case, which is by That's So Kelly, and I do believe in her shop she now is selling the pattern so you can actually make your own. This is my favorite way for my Prairie Schooler Santas to go. So this is the Bitsy Bob, and it's out of the Harry Potter fabric, because I am a Harry Potter fan. And it's going to fit in my backpack really nicely. It has the pattern, the thread I need, and see that I just have the thread like that all wound up. This is where I am at. Yep, we are, I believe that it'll be done by the time I get back. And then I'll have to pick a new one to start, which, oh, it's going to be interesting, but it's going to be so fun to put my finish in my Prairie Schooler Santa book that textilist, Lori Textilist, made and gifted me. So this will be going in the backpack to actually go in the cabin of the plane and be my airport and plane stitch. So that's going. I also been doing my red thread, and this was on 56 count. I'm really looking forward to getting some more charts down at the attic and 56 count. So this is the one that I'm doing. And here we are. It's the sweetest little thing. It's the sweetest little thing. I know sometimes you have stitches that when you look at them, they just make you feel so good about yourself. Yeah. So I'm going to be continuing on that. I know we all voted for the Christmas, my next designated stitch, but in that process of voting for it, I got fused on this one. This one that I'm doing for my older son. And I'm only showing you this because I'm pretty darn sure neither of my children watch floss tube. But here's where I'm at. Doesn't that look spectacular? I mean, I think it's just amazing. I think it's just amazing. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. And it's going to, but as soon as, it'll be done this month. And as soon as it's done, I'm moving on to the one that you all chose. I have been working on another secret stitch that I can't show you. Sorry. Because it is part of a gift exchange. My Stitchy group is doing a stitch exchange, and we drew names, and so the person that I got, I chose to do this stitch, and it is freaking adorable. Absolutely adorable. I will tell you that it is a Patreon chart from the Artful Housewife. Yeah, it's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. I can't stop staring at it. Okay, what next? What next? I want to make sure I cover everything. It just seems like I'm doing so many starts, but I am getting things done. I actually have 2 fully finished items that I picked up from framing, but I can't show them to you. Such a tease. I am such a tease. Because they are Christmas gifts, and I don't know. I just don't want to spoil the surprise. Just in case. Just in case. So, yeah. I'll show them to you afterwards. Yeah. I've decided, I'm really, one of the things that I noticed about myself is that I love to have a reason to start something. I love to have a reason. So if it's Monday, it must be day for Monday start. Yeah. It must be something like that, you know. I don't really need a reason, but when I have a reason, it feels so satisfying, and I feel so smug. And I decided that on Thanksgiving, yeah, who would start something on Thanksgiving? Me. I am going to start Not Forgotten Farms. The turkey. So I kitted it all up with all the DMCs, the call for DMCs. I just love that turkey. And it'll be done by next Thanksgiving. Thomas. He is so cute. There are really not enough. And this is how this is how silly I'll show you the next time in the next floss tube. I ordered a project bag, a turkey project bag just for this project because I didn't have a turkey project bag. I don't know how that happened, but I didn't have a turkey project bag. I did purchase a little notebook, and the only reason I purchased it was because the cover was so cute. Look at that. It's just a little notebook. It was just, the cover was so pretty. I got that. And now here is the dilemma. We are to the dilemma portion of this floss tube. I know that I told you all that I had this kitted up, and I have the fabric. Oh, I love the fabric. The fabric is Lakeside Linen 36 count Tundra, and the chart is all in this, I mean, I'm not sure who kitted this up because this looks way too organized for me. But here's this binder with the chart and then all the threads. And I was going to start this, and it's in this beautiful sailing bag. It was going to be a December 23rd start because that is my parents' anniversary, and they were sailors. But when I was looking for something, I found kitted up in this bag 2 charts. Here is Seaworthy Sampler by Teresa Kogut. And Under the Sea by Teresa Kogut. So I have those 2 charted, kitted up also with the fabric, and the fabric's all cut and ready for each one. Look how pretty. And it also, let's see, who is this fabric by? This is Treehouse Fiber Arts. So I don't know which one I want to do. And the thing about it is that when I'm given too many choices, I get kind of like stuck. I keep changing my mind. It takes up too much discussion. The squirrels are all running around trying to be in charge of which one is going to be done. So I prefer to actually have you decide. Yes. So tell me whether it should be the Teresa Kogut in the comments or Hawkrun Hollow. Yes, which one? Which one am I going to start on December 23rd? I was just telling my sister the other day that I feel this desire to go back down and visit the family plot where my parents are buried, right on the Monterey Bay. Sometimes you feel that calling, but maybe it's because I've been thinking about them with this anniversary start. Yeah, so please make me choose, or not make me choose. You choose. You do it. You do it. And then all the people who choose, whichever one you choose, I'm going to put that whole list into a bucket, all the names in a bucket, and when I draw out a name, that person will get a $35 gift card from the Backwater Shop. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So please play along, help a friend out, and make a choice of the projects. And then I'll enter you in that $35 gift card from Backwater Shop because they are so generous. Okay, I think we've made it. I think we've made it. So I can't wait to share Autumn Abundance with you. It is going to be epic. I'll be traveling, as I told you, with Cheryl from one half of Stitching with the Sisterlies. And G is taking us to the airport and picking us up. I can't wait. Can't wait for the weekend. going to see a lot of friends. You know, there are those people that go to retreats that you only see at retreats because you're coming from all over the different parts of the country. So it's going to be awesome. Okay, you guys take care, and love you.